Hey growers, it's a snowy, rainy end of February. I'm working in the office trying to get into the spring mode mentally. We've already got some seeds going in the greenhouse and hopefully spring is around the corner. I just wanted to take 1 minute to answer a question that's been coming up a lot by email, by phone, and the clerks at the Blue Seal stores have also been saying, a lot of people have been asking this question. That question is, are the seeds that I'm buying GMO, and how do I tell if they are or they aren't? First, let me answer that really simply with where we are in the industry at the moment, and that is, unless you are a large commercial farmer and you're growing either corn, soybeans, or maybe alfalfa, you don't even have access to GMO seeds. And GMO being genetically modified organisms, you will see either GMO or GE for genetically engineered. So the simple answer is, you, me, the average home grower, we don't even have access to GMO seeds. So I probably couldn't find any GMO seeds other than corn, soybeans, and alfalfa if I tried. There isn't enough money in the industry for the large seed companies to develop varieties for things like tomatoes, cucumbers, so don't worry about that. While we're on the subject of seeds, you go in and look at packages of seeds. What's the package going to tell you? You're probably going to see one of two things. If I show you a packet of seeds here that says tomato Roma, and that's all it says. It doesn't say hybrid, it doesn't say F1. This probably indicates that it's what we call an open pollinated seed. Means that it's an older variety, established genetics, that you can buy this seed, plant it with another group of Roma tomatoes, have a wonderful harvest, save some of the seeds, plant them next year, and they'll come up and you'll look at them and say, hey, those are Roma tomatoes. So open pollinated. We haven't done any hybridizing. They're just old established varieties. You're probably familiar with the heirloom tomatoes. The heirloom tomatoes are generally open pollinated. You pick up another package of seeds and you may see on this one, Better Boy Hybrid Tomato. And then you see a bunch of numbers, a bunch of letters, VFN, AST. What do those mean? First, hybrid. Hybrid just means that we as growers can, over the course of a number of seasons, see a particular variety that has characteristics that we like. The size of the fruit, the color, the resistance of the plant to disease and pests. We see another plant over here that has characteristics that you like in terms of size, color of the foliage. We do what we call hybridizing or selective breeding, where we will control the fertilization of these two plants. The female flowers get fertilized. We make sure that they don't get pollen from any other plants. The fruit that develops from that fertilized seed is what we call the F1, the first generation, that will have all of the characteristics we're looking for. In terms of the Better Boy, we take these Better Boy hybrid seeds, we plant them, we'll get the tomato that we're looking for, that hybrid, that Better Boy. But if we take the seeds from that tomato, that Better Boy that we grew, we save them, dry them, plant them next year, it will not come up as that Better Boy. It will start to revert to the parents. So an open pollinated seed you can plant, harvest the fruit, save the seeds, plant those seeds next year, and get a fruit, a tomato, a cucumber, whatever it is, that will be what you expect it to be. If you do the same thing with a hybrid, you plant a hybrid seed, harvest the fruit, save those seeds, plant the seeds next year, you will not get the hybrid that you expect to get. Again, because we've done hybridizing, the second generation, the plant will start to revert to the genetics of the parent. So open pollinated hybrid are both very good options for the garden. They both have pros and cons. They have nothing to do, no relation to GMO or genetically engineered seeds. So do not worry. Whatever store you went into, anywhere in the country at the moment, you will not be buying GMO or GE seeds. They just aren't available. So rest assured, don't worry about it. In terms of what all of those letters mean, those are codes for what resistance this plant has to certain diseases and pests. If we look here, the V is for verticillum wilt, the F for fusarium, the N for nematodes, the AS for alternaria, the T for tobacco mosaic virus. There's all sorts of different codes, but the more letters generally means that that plant will have a higher resistance to both disease and pests. And very often the reason it does is because we have done selective hybridizing. We have bred this plant to have these characteristics. So again, you go into your store, wherever it is, if it's a big box store, your local hardware store, an agricultural store, you're not going to be buying GMO. We're not going to look at the philosophical ramifications of GMO, plus, minus. We're just looking at the fact that you couldn't find them if you wanted to. You will be able to buy products that have been grown from GMO seeds. Almost everything you eat now, with soy products, corn products, are probably harvested and produced from GMO seed, and some flowers that you buy in greenhouses. But in terms of your garden, rest assured, and don't worry about it. So let's all hope for spring. Stay safe, be good to each other, and remember, you need to know what your plants need to grow.